Asked an interesting question. Were it not for Magic Johnson, does Norm Nixon have the kind of half the impact on the Lakers with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? That's a good question. That's a real good question because as you know, Magic came along and pretty much it bumped Norm to later on to the Clippers, and they were running backcourt together, but Magic became the Showtime, and it moved on. Um, how might that impact the Kareem's career? Hmm, we'll never really know. But it's safe to say it could almost been like what it was in Milwaukee. He may have won a ring in LA. I don't know if he wins. I don't know if he wins five more though. Because having Magic, as great as he was, and don't get it twisted, the greatest shot in the NBA, the sky hook, the most unstoppable force shot. But does he win the same without having that? As great as he was, does Norm Nixon propel it? Because you had to have a guard and a center. And does that? What does that say? I don't quite think it's the same. Magic was a unique force, 6'9", ability to transcend the game, beat you in so many ways. He's one of one because there's not another player I've seen that he could score 2 points and beat you and stat you up and assist, rebound, steals, do whatever it took else. He could beat you in so many ways because he deferred from scoring just to get everybody else involved. That's how the unselfish act of him made him into where he became. Do I think that they win as half as much? Because remember, with Magic on board, they went to well, it was 8 finals. Because Kareem was retired when they went to the last one. Magic was 5-4 in the finals. 8 finals, 5-3. And does he get the half of that without Magic? I think it's gonna be hard. I really do. The West, though some people look at the West as a pretty easy step. It made a difference with the styles and everything they had. They lost two of those series to Houston. So they did go to a lot of game sevens. But having that, Magic was a huge impact. That's why he's the greatest Laker as far as I'm concerned. Because he changed the course and the culture. And, all due respect to Kareem and what have you, I don't look at it like I did when Shaq and Kobe, when Shaq was so such a beast. Because Kareem was great, but that Shaq thing was a whole different matter. And, so that you could have stacked anybody with Shaq. All due respect to Kobe and that. When Phil Jackson came in and they sized everything up, that's a whole different matter. But this here with Norm Nixon, who was good, but he wasn't no Magic Johnson. He wasn't on that. He wasn't that kind of guard. He was good though. Don't get it twisted. But Magic was another level, another gear. And so the question was, did I think if Kareem would have been as successful were it not for Magic in LA? I don't think so. Been an all time great player, yes, stats, etc., etc. Does he win as much? I don't think so. I don't think so. I just think that made a big difference. But it makes for a great. If it wasn't for Magic, how Kareem's career in LA would have been. I don't know how Pat Riley would have been. I don't, because there's so many components that were like lined up. The stars are aligned a certain way. You know, I seen Magic take Vlade Divac and them to the finals without Kareem, and I seen Magic should like he could navigate as a leader. He's underappreciated as a leader. Don't get it twisted. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments because this was an interesting question. You know, would it have been the same if it had been Norm Nixon leading Kareem and the Lakers during Showtime? Would there have been a Showtime? Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share if you like. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out. Peace.